Okay, we're going to do our last group of phrasal verbs here. Come about. Honestly, this is a phrasal verb that I don't use that often. If you're trying to explain something that happened, you might say, it came about that I got this job through a friend, meaning that's how it happened. Or it came about that I was shopping yesterday and I met my uncle, whom I hadn't seen in a year, and he told me that my aunt had died. That's a terrible, hope that never happens, but that would be another example of something that happened or took place. All right. Oh, got the phone ringing. Just have to wait a second. Let's see what else come about. You might say that, for example, a new resolution or a new policy came about through a decision from the university council, or it came about as a result of the department meeting that something new happened, something new was put in place. Come across. Nice phrasal verb. It means to find something. I was looking through my drawers yesterday for a shirt and I came across $5. It means I found it. Or let's say I was searching through the papers on my desk today and I came across a CD that I needed. It means to find it, probably by chance. I was walking down the street today and I came across an old friend of mine that I hadn't seen in years. Come up against. This is an interesting one. Let's say that you're trying to we're trying to change make a policy more strict. Let's say that I want to make a policy that if you cheat on an exam, you get thrown out of the university. And let's say that people don't like that policy, I might come up against resistance or come up against people's negative feelings toward that policy. To come up against is to encounter a problem. Let's say that you are doing your research paper for another class and you come up against several problems. Maybe you can't find the sources you need, or you forgot to save your paper and you lost it and you have to retype it. You come up against or encounter these issues. Number 13, come up with something. To come up with. So your teacher might put you in groups and say brainstorm or think. That means they want you to come up with an idea. Let's say that we're in a class and we need to come up with an idea how to relieve traffic congestion. There's so much traffic in Almaty. Let's try to come up with an idea how to reduce traffic. Or we might want to come up with a new way of doing something. Number 14, come to terms with someone. To come to terms means that you kind of come to peace finally, even if you don't like it. And it also means that you admit the truth. So, for example, maybe I want to be a professional basketball player, but I have to come to terms with the fact that I probably won't be because I don't have the skills that I need. Or let's say that I really, really, really want to visit Japan, but I don't have the money and I don't have the time. I have to come to terms with the fact that I will probably never get to visit Japan. Let's say that there are two political groups that disagree with each other. If they come to terms with each other, that means that they compromise and agree together, finally. Of course, in America we have two political parties, and sometimes they're able to come to terms with each other about certain issues. Usually they're not. And last but not least, to count on someone. When you work in a group or work in a team, you count on your teammates to do their part. You know, you give different tasks and you count on each other to do their own tasks and do it well for the sake of the team. If, for example, Kazakhstan sends people to the Olympics, and we all count on those athletes to do their best because they're not just representing themselves, they are representing their country. So we count on them or rely on them to do their best to reflect their country. We count on people in the sense that we depend on them to do something for us or to be reliable. If someone is a reliable person, you might say you can count on him, meaning that he's somebody that you can trust to do something. Okay, I think that finishes up this recording. Good luck on the test.